there would be about $100 to $200 per table and benches.
Easily, at minimum.
At minimum. And so if you were, since we had eight tables, if like the way we showed them, it would be about 1,500, but you could range it differently and have fewer tables or have more tables. But this is just the design we had shown.
And on the necessities only, we did leave about $600 for landscaping, I think, and we just cut down a couple of, we didn't include the equipment room because our recommended plan would not have one. Since it's such a large financial additive, so we did leave some for the not necessary, because there is a little bit that is necessary for landscaping. We would have to clean up a little bit and make it look reasonable. So we left a little bit in there for each of those things, but that's what it comes out to. And we really highly recommend not including the equipment room because it is so much. Even if it's not going to need plumbing, it's just going to be attached and make your building really long and be high cost. So I'm going to have Jonathan touch on that just a minute about the equipment room. He was really great. He worked so much with all the math and getting down and doing all the work. He made 3 different plans for the equipment room based on stacking the pits, not stacking the pits, not having the pits, and he got all the information for all that. So I really also thanks to him.
Here is here's a model of what the actual concession stand or equipment room
Alright, so
would be.
I came up with this assuming that we could stack all. I know Coach McCallum used store the high jump pit and the pool ball pits in here. So I found a way to most reasonably stack it to conserve space, which would all the high jump pit and all the little add-ons to the pool vault pit could all fit on top of the 3 main pool vault pit things and make up the pool vault pit. In the end, we decided to scrap it because the cost kind of outweighs the benefits, and I think the estimate is actually a little low because it would need to be air conditioned. And we have extra space in here. Not all of this space is going to be taken up by the pits because I know Coach also wanted to store the dummies and several other things. We have plenty of shelf space here. This is a 2.5-foot wide shelf and it's 20 feet long. The other one in the back is 25 feet long and it's 2.5 feet wide as well. We don't know how many tiers there would be on it. The building is 63 feet by 25 feet roughly, and it could fit in several different locations. It could fit in the COLA space if we didn't want to do that and we did want to add this in, and it can also fit on the other side of the football field where the scoreboard is. But I don't know, it's going to have to go to the higher up people than us to decide whether or not you want to spend that money on this. So we have the design ready. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's finished except for the aesthetics. But it's not recommended, which is why we didn't put it in the actual presentation.
Okay. Jane, would you like to come up for a second and just talk briefly about your concession stand?
Yeah. If you go like back to the one where you did the top view.
Okay.
Of all the Yeah. Okay, so I'm Jaden and I worked with Rachel, Trent, Brendan, and Rosemary on the concession stand. And we pretty much looked at the one that's already inside. Downstairs, it's over by the gym. And we looked at that concession stand because whenever we talked to Miss Johnson, or Miss Johnston about the, like what she wanted in the concession stand, she said pretty much what was downstairs, if not a little bit bigger. And so we included, it has about 17 feet of counter space because that's what it had downstairs, and she said that there was enough counter space. And then I think we also ended up including cabinets, and so that also took away some of the space that was needed for the cabinets. And there's a refrigerator in there and another vending machine for all of the drinks, and then the refrigerator can be used for whatever else they need. And then the ticket booth is also on the side because that's where you'd enter on the inside. The ticket booth is over here, and you could have about 2 or 3 people inside, and someone could be working on the ticket booth while someone is working at the concession stand window. walking space inside. It's not a very big building. It's about 16 by 11 feet, and it can fit whatever really you needed it to. The door over here is over here, so there's plenty of walking space going on inside, like the doorway, because it opens outwards anyways. So it's pretty much just enough counter space, because we calculated there's like a crock pot for the cheese, for nachos, and then just other things like a coffee maker you'd need probably for hot water, or like for coffee, I get obviously, and then for
Microwave, so we have one outlet.
yeah, so there'd be outlets, and then we just calculated the amount of space that was definitely needed, and there was plenty of room on the counters for that too. The sink is over here. It's in.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's right here.
Yeah, that's the sink, and you really only need one sink. There was only one sink downstairs also. So.
Can I just throw something in there? It's not on here actually, but we did learn this through our research about code. For concession stand type buildings, 3 sinks are required, I remember us learning.
Oh, yeah.
So that actually would be in there. It's just not specifically in the picture, but we would have 3 sinks because that is what
There's
It's an
because there's
industrial-
plenty of counter
Three department
space.
sink, right?
Yeah.
There's,
Yes.
so there's a sink there, but it's 3 departments, which is really good.
Yeah, we just couldn't find like a picture of it on the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
just
we didn't want to spend time on actually making a new sink.
yeah, because there was if not extra counter space after we calculated what all needed to be actually on the counter space.
Thank you, Jim. Okay, we'll wait for everyone to get to the advantages here. There you go. Okay, some major advantages of building this is that it's going to increase school spirit a lot. More people are going to come to the games at home when they can, because we have all the actual places to go and pee and not have to hold it the whole time, you know? So it will increase a lot of revenue for our school, and it's at a convenient location.
Teachers, pardon this interruption. At this time, please release 7th grade students to report to the cafeteria for the awards assembly.
And it's in a convenient location so that you don't have to cross the street or exit the stadium to go to the bathroom, not pee, at Denton Creek. And if we continue with the way that it is currently, it's not working like it will with this. And I think if we get grants and we use it for COLA, and we can even rent this place out on the weekends and during the summer for other curricular activities, we will actually end up paying for it and increase revenue for our district also. So it'll be very good. Sure. Laura would like to ask something.
Real quick thing about the bathrooms. I think I talked to Miss Johnson or so about this, but she said that it would be a lot cleaner to have bathrooms that connect to the wall instead of the floor.
Toilets, sinks.
Yeah, it's the sinks and toilets that connect to the wall to the floor. Because the ones that connect to the floor, they could like leak and stuff, and that'd be really gross and dirty and stuff. So if they connect to the wall, it'd be a lot more sanitary. So that's what we were thinking of doing for our
And
bathrooms.
just touching on the subject of landscaping, these are just some choice trees that we have. Or, you know, where I showed you the little tree planter, we have 2 different choices of the native Texas trees. These ones right here are actually match the ones that are outside in front of the building. I don't know if you noticed them having the little red berries on them. I don't know if they're bloom or not. But they match it, and if you were want to match those, kind of match the building a little bit more, you could indeed have that and planted around it, or just have a tree. And then this is a deciduous tree. It's a little bit more prettier. It doesn't actually match the trees that we have in front of the building, but they do look quite nice during the time that or the normal time that you would be using the concession stand building, which would be about during this spring, a little bit of fall, or not fall, but a little bit of the spring time. And
If I may say something, both of these trees are small, and since we already have people who prune the trees in the front of the school, it wouldn't be too hard to get them to come prune these 2 extra trees. So that was another nice thing I had. Go ahead.
then that is all in 1150.
Okay,
And
there you go. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm ready.
we're ready.
Oh, see, I got to go first last time I was through, so. good job. Very nicely done, and I think one thing that showed up here is that I think we worked together well. There were some comments that we made in some pre-design